with Damian Lotus.
I'm tracking another winter storm that's going to make its way through parts of Oklahoma. Some parts of the state could double up on the snowfall we saw from the weekend, so it's definitely going to look like a winter wonderland once again as we head throughout today. It's going to start you off with the latest here. Live look at the temperatures across the state of Oklahoma. It's a cold start. We are sub-freezing across the majority of Oklahoma. Light and moderate winds, so that is still dropping our wind chills into the teens and 20s. So a very cold start here for your early Tuesday morning. Driving into work, no problems. We're going to see partly cloudy skies, some mist, some drizzle, but overall the snow is not going to really pick up until after sunrise and we head into the afternoon hours. But right now, as you're heading out the door, we have wind chills in the teens and 20s across the state. Feels like 19 in Clinton, 17 for both Alva and Enid, so you will definitely need to bundle up. But for today, a winter storm warning is in effect for central and western Oklahoma, a winter weather advisory in effect for the Oklahoma City Metro, and both of these go until 9 o'clock tonight. So the snow is going to be sticking around here for a while as we head throughout the day. Live look at our storm scanner. We got cloudy skies, some early morning mist, some early morning drizzle here for the Oklahoma City Metro. But as we look off to our west, this is going to be the system that brings the snowfall to Oklahoma. It's pushing its way through southeastern Colorado and the Texas Panhandle right now. Starting to see some flurries and snowfall developing across our panhandle and putting the storm track on this. It's going to start to push its way towards the Oklahoma City Metro right around 10 to 11 o'clock this morning. Duncan right there, 10:30. That's going to be Highway 81. So for Highway 81, we're talking Enid, Kingfisher, El Reno, down through Chickasha and Duncan. That timeline is going to be a little bit earlier, right around 9 to 10 o'clock this morning. So that's when we're going to start to see the snowfall developing, but it's really going to start to ramp up as we head into this afternoon. Hour by hour planner here for the Oklahoma City Metro. Not really looking like we're going to get much above freezing because of the cloud coverage and because of the snowfall. And the snowfall is really going to start to pick up as we head into this afternoon. Wind chills today are going to stay in the 20s, so it's going to be a very cold afternoon here setting up for us. So let's break down the chance of snow with our future track radar. 6 o'clock this morning, got the snow developing across the Oklahoma Panhandle, but as we head into the early morning hours, right around 9 a.m., that's when the snow is going to develop across western Oklahoma, and also right around 9 a.m., that's when we're going to start to see those flurries here for the Oklahoma City Metro developing, but it really starts to ramp up. Look at this, by lunchtime today, widespread winter storm here across central and to western Oklahoma. We're going to see some impressive snowfall amounts, especially across northwestern and western parts of the state. Here for the Metro, we will see some snowfall totals, but it's not looking like it's going to be as high as what we had with the record-breaking snowfall on Sunday. By 5 o'clock this afternoon, still tracking widespread snowfall with the heaviest bands continuing to push its way into eastern Oklahoma. So this morning, the AM drive here for the Oklahoma City Metro, not really tracking very many problems. But that drive home this afternoon, there could be some slick spots on the roads and bridges with impacted snowfall for sure. And then as we head into the evening hours, right around 9 to 10 o'clock, that's when the snow is going to slowly start to taper off. Some flurries still possible, but overall, the heavy snowfall is going to make its way out of the state here after sunset and as we head into tonight. And for your afternoon temperatures, yeah, not really going to make much of anything because we'll stay below freezing for a majority of the day with wind chills in the 20s. Looks like we'll be at 33 here right around noon for Oklahoma City, but temperatures are going to dip after that once that heavy snowfall starts to push its way in. So who's going to see the most snowfall? Well, for this winter storm, it's looking like most of the snowfall is going to stay in far western Oklahoma. Looks like Arnett could be the bullseye here for today, but I-40 off to our west, Hinton, Clinton, over through Elk City and Eric. That's where it's looking like we could see some high accumulations. Here for the Metro, about 1 to 2 inches possible. But one thing I really want to point out, this storm system still has hundreds of miles to go and it's still hours away. But look at this gradient from Watonga, almost 3 inches, from Hinton, almost 4. But whenever you go off to the east, less than an inch, about almost nothing in Chandler. So depending on how this storm track shifts, we could see more snowfall here for the Oklahoma City Metro if the system speeds up, but if it stalls off out to our west, we could see even less snowfall here for the Oklahoma City Metro. So it will be a tricky snowfall forecast here as far as the accumulations for Oklahoma City. And for the impacts, there will be some slick spots on the roads and bridges. We will see wind chills tonight in the teens, so I'm going to bump up that risk as well. There could still be some power outages like what we saw on Sunday, about 300 customers at the peak without power. And then there still could be some school closures as we head into the overnight hours for tomorrow. And then wind chills, yeah, going to be in the teens, even single digits and sub-zero wind chills out across parts of the Oklahoma Panhandle here for tonight. 7-day forecast, winter storm here for today, but after today, we're going to dry out and we're going to be in a very mild weather pattern as we head into the weekend. And speaking of that 7-day plus 4 more, early look at your Christmas forecast. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day next week, not really looking like a white Christmas as of right now. We'll see a mildish, dryish looking weather pattern. I'll continue to track that. But in the meantime, Emily, tracking that winter storm today. Today's definitely a day you need to remain weather aware, and we'll keep you forewarned.
All right, Damian, thank you. Up next.